Hello and welcome to Friendly Fire, the show where two teams, two players square off against each other and throw a little shade, a little trash talk back and forth at each other. I'm your host, Porosaurus, and I'll make sure that things don't get too spicy and that nobody gets their whittle feelings hurt, because this is all in good fun. Joining me today are Keenan from Team Veritas. Welcome, Keenan.
What's up?
The issue is if he gets seen, he needed the knock, he finds it. Can he get two? He
does. He finds the second one.
And also from Shoot to Kill, we have Uncivil. How are you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good, pretty good.
I'm about to car the first kid and shoot the second kid.
Uncivil, why do you think STK continues to be able to squeak out these close victories? And what does Team Veritas need to do to come out on top for once?
Well, to be honest, Poro, there ain't much they can do. We'll start there. We're just consistent, man. We've been doing this a long time, especially me and the boys. Like, we've been together for almost, a year and a half now. So we've been doing this a while. This ain't like, hey, throw a team together, let's get second place every once in a while and be happy about it. So
fair enough. Keenan, STK is number one, but they've done so without grabbing a single chicken dinner. Can someone really be the best if they're always dead at the end of every match?
I don't know. Arguably, a lot of people would say the tiebreakers should even go to the team that wins the games.
Yeah, people say that when they lose.
In PCS 1, we were busy winning games while STK was on the edge, farming the 14th, 15th, 16th place teams, getting those easy kills, and we're just too busy winning games to do that. So
I mean, that is tough. It's tough from somebody that hit the whole last game of PCS 1, so I don't really know what to say about that.
Well, you're used to hiding. You're always the guy prone in the back. Well, Purdy's pushing up to get the kills, baby.
Look, I'm a winner. What can you say?
Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's take a look at PCS 1. Both teams finished tied on an overall points after a nail-biting final game that started with an STK hot drop. STK secured the victory on the kills tiebreaker. Uncivil, can you tell me what you think happened in the final game for Keenan's squad?
Once the hot drop happened, they were, it was a scramble, right? Like, they could have had a plan, but once you get punched in the teeth, they lost Penta early.
Look at that. Alo is going to get the down onto Pentalol. Can he get the flush as well? Yes, he does. So STK takes one away from Wildcard and puts 1 point in the bag already.
And the whole game changes for them. They've never been in that position before, and that's not their fault, right? They're a new team. But like, it's always, I always say this all the time, like, I'd rather be fighting for first than trying to hold a lead, and trying to hold a lead rather than trying to catch up. And I think that really got to him.
Keenan gets finished off. It is just Jazza left to try and collect as many points as possible. They are still in the lead, but STK are still fragging.
So, okay, Keenan, your individual stats for PCS 1 placed you 4th overall.
Yeah.
Uncivil was down in 13th place and last on his team. Can you ask him how it feels to be carried by his teammates and maybe offer him some advice?
It probably doesn't, like, you are winning, right? And you are a good team. Obviously, you're a really good player, but, in the back of your head, you're probably thinking, man, wouldn't it be nice to get more kills than someone else for once on my team? But I don't know how it feels. I've never bottom fragged the team I've been on, I'm pretty sure.
You also never won a tournament either, so I mean, that's, those two things again could be true at once. It's not about kills at the end of the day. Anybody will tell you that. Who cares? At that point, you're winning. So I don't really look at it as a negative.
Civ, describe Keenan's gameplay for me.
I'm gonna be honest. Keenan is annoying to play against because he is usually the one that is like spread out from his team. He's just like a little rat, so I don't really like it.
Keenan, your time. Can you describe Uncivil's gameplay for me?
Solid player. He fills any role. You never really know where he's going to be. Purdy's going to be pushing you straight up the middle, or, proning on a flank or something. Luke's going to have his DMR in the back, and then Civ and Alo just kind of fill in the holes.
Uncivil, if you had to describe Keenan in one word, what would it be?
Let's go with short. I think I called him short in MPL. That's what I'm going to call him. He's short.
I mean,
he comes up short in tournaments, and he's short. No, that's what I have to say about that.
It is literally accurate. There is no arguing that one.
Keenan, your turn. You get to describe Uncivil.
I have a good one. Here you go.
There it is.
You want to know why?
Why?
All the SDK players, you message them after the tournament. Just got my heart ripped out. Had to give them a nice little congratulations. They played it well. We fought until the end. No response from Uncivil. He's the only one on the team.
That's a lie. That's a lie. He
I
didn't
gotta
message me.
pull it up. We'll put it on the
don't
screen,
recall.
boys,
Look.
ladies and gentlemen.
Look, I told Penta it was a good, hard-fought game, and I felt bad for him because I've been there. I didn't talk to Keenan because Keenan doesn't talk to me. I don't see it. That's all I'm saying.
If you had to give each other a compliment, what would it be? Keenan, go first.
Honestly, I definitely look up to Civ and his whole team from like a gameplay perspective. I just remember being on Sonics, you know, only being in comp for like 6 or 7 months at the time, and just learning a lot from them. Every time they kill me, I'd be like, dang, good players, good team, and you know, nice guy, even though he did ego me.
He started, like you said, it was only like a couple, like before MPL, you never really even heard of Keenan, but they all came up in contenders, him, Tig, and all the other guys. But he's grown really fast, you know, and that's cool to see.
Well, there you go. Thank you guys for hanging out and participating in this and being so much fun to listen to. I got to declare a winner. It's got to be a tie. It's got to be a tie because it's tradition.
I win on kill points,
and
cool.
and I'm gonna actually have to give the edge over to Uncivil based on amount of words said. Would you like to make a final speech here before we sign off for the day?
Thank you, all the PUBG fans. Really, it was awesome to see all the PCS 1 SDK emotes and stuff being chanted in chat. I really like to thank all those guys and girls. It's been awesome.
And Keenan, you can get a shout out as well. I think you earned it.
Pretty much same thing. Thank you for everybody back home watching, everybody who just supports PUBG competitively in general.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Friendly Fire. Thanks so much for watching and joining us here. Tell us in the comments who you think won and who you might want to see in the future. But for now, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you next time.